Tell us about what is breathwork detox and how did you even get into it?
So breathwork detox is a all-in-one physical, mental, emotional, even spiritual detox from all the things that we accumulate and carry throughout our lives. And we can get into that a little later. And how this came about, I was already on, let's just call it this journey of self-discovery. Some will call it an awakening. Some will call it a spiritual journey. And I ended up publishing a book in 2014. That was my very first book, called The World Is Yours, The Secrets Behind the Secret. And again, I was, curious, very curious about the workings of the world. And, throughout learning all these different, techniques and modalities, I actually developed a stomach condition. And the stomach condition that I had, doctors couldn't diagnose me. And I was literally suffering 5 years consistently, really, really bad suffering. And it was affecting my mental health, my physical health. And I was doing every test you can imagine, and I was, I spent tens of thousands of dollars in co-payments, co-payments alone from New York to LA, working with the best GI specialists, getting tests 2-3 times of the same thing, colonoscopies, endoscopy. And I was also doing alternative medicine. So I was in the jungle. I did ayahuasca 14 times, combo healing. Like, it was conventional medicine, and then it was alternative medicine and whatnot. And I had a Taoist tummy massager. So she just works in the stomach for releases. And she's the one who put me on to breath work. And I did my first breath work, and in one session, my stomach condition eradicated. It was completely gone. And I floated home. I didn't even know it was gone because my body was so light. And in the morning, I realized it was gone, and my body started to heal after that. And I'm like, I'm very Capricorn, very analytical. I got to see it to believe it. Like, that's just who I am. Very, very skeptical person. So I couldn't wrap my head around, how did I spend all this money, talking to the best doctors, and they couldn't fix me. And I do this one breathing technique, and, now I'm miraculously healed. And I was just pondering this for like days. And then I realized, like, wow, the reason why the doctors couldn't tell me what was wrong with me is because my issue wasn't physical. It was energetic. It was emotional. It was dealing with a different part of science where anatomically they couldn't go in and cut me open and see, oh, that's your issue. It's trauma. So it just opened my eyes up to a whole different, aspect of medicine. And I'm not the guy who's going to sit here and say, use, plant medicines and natural, modalities for everything. Cause like, if I go to the dentist and they're going to do work, give me the shot, give me the Novocaine, I'm good. Like, I think we're in a world right now where this Eastern medicine and Western medicine, we need to merge, and work with each other. And I think that's the solution.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's the power of integrative medicine. When people like, what's integrative, just think about, you're integrating all of medicine. It's all those viable options for around. And that is not to say conventional medicine doesn't have a place. Drugs don't have a place, surgery, like all of that does. But it's really interesting that you found, and we advocate for this, that energy side of things. That's so important, that we know everything is energy. This world consists of only packets of energy, vibrations, frequencies, and we are energetic beings. So you tapped into that